When I say Kappa, you say Alpha Psi.
Alpha Psi.
Let me hear you say Kappa. Alpha Psi. Shit. Yo, better than a motherfucker. Noop, motherfucker. Noop. What you say? Noop, motherfucker. Noop. What you say? Mm-hmm.
How it sound? I sound good?
Good.
I'm working on my voice.
Nice.
My voiceover shit.
My mic sounds nice.
I'm working on my bass.
3/5. We are going live. We are doing this now. This is a very special episode. A very special recording of 3/5. Because we are here for one reason and one reason only, to celebrate the life of the realest. So, I am the Honorable B. Webb, and I could not be here with my homie, Rad, with the bucket low, but I got the homies to hold it down. I got my brother. My brother's my family, my blood. I'm sitting next to Mahdi Alston. Mahdi, tell him where you from, Mahdi.
I'm from wherever I need to be. Hartford, Connecticut. Shout out.
What's
Alpha
the
Eta
chapter?
Alpha Eta Chapter. Creighton University, University of Nebraska. Unfadable, where the made guys are made. That is
There you go. And you better believe, right here, I got my brother, my number 6, David Kuti, Z-Mu, follow 3. Number 6, don't even worry about it. You know what it is. Over here behind Mahdi, you better believe, I got my number 7, D. Reid, follow 3, Z-Mu, number 7. You know what it is. We here to show love. We're going to get into it. And here we go. Listen. So as most of y'all know, if you know me, if you know 3/5, you know that we have an extended family. In our extended family, we lost a loved one that we love more than anything that you could ever understand. William Darius Ross. Popeye.
Yeah.
Ace. Follow 3.
For sure.
We here to celebrate him. His memorial, his celebration of life is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, we are here just doing this. We doing what we do because we got to get this out. We want to do real nigga shit. My old head Tim Butler told me that we are here to speak for educated real niggas. So that's what's going on right here, right now. We didn't think about this. This is impromptu, so we going to get into it. We going to jump right the fuck in. My brother passed away unexpectedly, as most of these things happen to be. It's affected us in a real way. And we using this space right now just to be real and talk about it. We're going to get this out. We're going to let y'all know that it's real love here. When you're looking for real love, it's going to be right here. So, as you want to speak, fellas, jump in. I'm used to this, so I'm just going, I'm a spark. I'm going to light it up.
Well, I'm going to default to Islam brothers out of respect for the circumstance and these good brothers being here. So I'll let y'all say what y'all got to say first.
Who want to step up? There you go. That's my brother.
But he did just say he was going to do what he wanted to do. What he normally do.
Yeah. So what's going on, y'all? This is David Kuti, man. Follow 3, 6 Club, ZMU, all that good stuff. Darius Ross, man. The one thing I can say about him is he was very consistent, wholehearted, good brother. When I first came to Delaware State University, Ross was on the football team, and, I played football as well, as did my number 7, Dorrence. When I met Ross, he was a lively guy, lively character. When I learned more about the high school that he went to, it intrigued me more because a good friend of mine that was also a freshman coming in with me, he went to the same high school as Darius. And I found out about the rich tradition of their high school and, how much of an impact Ross made at that school. And found out that he ran track when he was in high school as well. So, we kind of bonded on that kind of...
What school? DeMatha?
Yeah, DeMatha Catholic High School in Hydesville, Maryland. But, that was a rich experience because, we bonded off of that. And, I'm from Texas. A lot of people from D.C. like down south music. So we bonded off of that as well. And, later on down the line, we bonded in Kappa Alpha Psi. So, it was a beautiful, mix. I hate that I'm here for this. Last week was Del State's homecoming. I did plan on being here, but, I have other obligations and duties that did not allow me to be here, but nothing could keep me from being here right now. But, at the end of the day, man, I hate being here for this, but I'm here nonetheless. And, we love you, Ross. We're going to represent for you tomorrow and do what we got to do. Yeah.
I appreciate such a touching introduction and leadway for me. D. Reid, Dorrence Reid, if y'all don't know. But as my front door alluded, football introduced me to Ross. I can't say that initial introduction was on the best of terms due to, I'm going to just say, a certain talent event that we were supposed to partake in that, I was working on my comedian skills and it didn't go over too well with the fellas. Let's just put it that way.
Shout out to the G-Nats.
I'm 41.
Shout out to the
41,
G-Nats.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the G-Nats, Delaware State University.
Through that experience and many more, as well as Kappa Alpha Psi, I got to meet the man that you knew as, yeah. I got the man. Oh, hold up. I'm talking. Hold on. I'll get to you.
Speak on the mic.
The man we know as Darius Ross. That man was my brother, my front doors, my leader, and we loved him. I can't say, yeah. You can come on in. You can come on. You're gonna be on the camera. We just talking, sharing. We just sharing. And I'm not good with emotions, but I'm here.
Brother, y'all not about to have me on here.
I'm here. I'm not.
Follow 5.
I'm not good with emotions. But we here.
What's going on?
Go ahead, baby.
They told me I need to come closer to the mic, so
Yeah,
I'm closer to the mic. But if you knew Darius Ross, then you would understand the pain that we're feeling right now, the headache that we're going to be going through for the rest of our life. I'm not going to speak on if you can't make it or you can't attend or how well you knew him or how well you didn't know him. If you knew him at all, then I know you understand where I'm coming from. To be in that man's presence at any point in time, whether it was your serious time in your life, a fun time in your life, an unexpected time in your life, he had the same vibe. He had the same spirit. He had the same message. And if he knew you, he loved you. He dedicated himself to you, regardless of if he was a fuck up. He understood and was forgiven for it. Understanding that life didn't always come with a handout. If I had to say it, one of the hardest working damn men that I know.
100%.
One of the hardest
1,000%.
working damn men that I know. You know,
1,000,000%.
What? They say Mexicans was. they said Mexicans was. You know, hey, ain't. So, for me to be sitting here right now addressing this to y'all about this individual was something truly unexpected, truly hurtful, and for a man that's truly going to be missed and never forgotten. We love you. We'll always love you. And your memory will always live on. R.I.P. LB.
Salute, my nigga.
Ross. Yeah. Well, I guess it's my turn to say something.
Brother Sheek Luch.
That's what they call me. I'm sure a lot of things that I'm probably gonna say have been said, but Ross was, to me and to a lot of other brothers that came in around my time, almost a invincible type of figure. But never carried himself that way, was always in bright spirits, made sure you was festive, made sure you was there to have a good time. 100% of the time was just, even if he was in the midst of work, he would make sure you was good and then say, all right, I'll be back. I got to go handle that. But always made sure you were good. That brother never asked for anything but gave you everything.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Never called in a favor. But you always wanted to make sure you showed up for him if he ever needed it. Hence, while I'm here. I mean, I was up top. Maybe flew back Monday, here on a Thursday. It wasn't any question. If I had to drive, I would be here. From Atlanta.
Shit, if you had to walk, I know you'd have been here.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, hearing the news last week, I automatically understood what was ahead of us. Us having to face something similar 10 years ago. With Stixx.
Stixx Forever.
Stixx
Don't
Forever.
never forget that.
Stixx Forever. But I knew this one would hurt just as bad.
Yo, Nado, play that shit, Nado.
Yeah, they up there partying as it should be, because when Ross was around, it was a party. It was a party and the drinks was flowing. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not going to drop the mood too much, but I do want to say that knowing a guy like that, it builds your character. Because of how hard he worked, how selfless he was a very selfless brother. You never doubted where he stood. You never doubted where his heart was. And if he couldn't be there for you physically, you still felt his presence. So, I mean, I'll have a lot of stories. I had an opportunity to do a lot of road trips with Ross. And
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. One thing I learned, unintentionally, Ross probably saved me from getting into trouble in DC. And he was nowhere to be found.
Factory, man. That's a bar right there.
I'm from Jersey.
That's a bar.
From North Jersey, slang's different.
You got a name.
Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is, it wasn't even like that. We were at a homecoming, I think a DSU homecoming. They had to bring it down to DC.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, and we were walking. It was myself, Brother Calvin, and a few other brothers. We were walking along by the Verizon Center, and there was this guy on the stoop. He says, we see him. He asked if we knew where the green turtle was at. Now, mind you, I've never seen a green turtle in my life. So I don't know what that was. I was just like, nah. He looks at us and say, oh, y'all not from here. I said,
well, what do you know?
I said, Cal, it's time to go.
Fuck out of Dodge.
But Ross tell you,
Ross said, I'm from here. I'm from here.
Prideful with that.
From
You
here.
Pride
know,
took pride in that shit.
you know that he knew what was about to go on, and he was fully prepared.
Yeah.
When I heard, oh, you not from here, I knew he knew what he was gonna try to do. Yeah. So we go to the store. We go to the store. Mind you, there's nobody else around, just him on the stoop. We go to the store. We come out. We still looking for something to eat. I see about 7 other dudes on the corner. My brother Cal, not knowing, because he didn't know. He was like, oh, yeah, let's try this store. I said, Cal, let's get the hell out of here. It's time to get the hell out of here. It's time to go. And I attribute that to my time traveling with Ross. So I would say, even though I never told him that story, he had saved a few of us just by being around him and knowing how he carried himself. I have a couple other stories, but I'm not going to get too crazy with them, man. I really appreciate that brother. And again, I said it didn't matter when it was, where it was, how far it was. I was going to be here for him, and that's what I am. So to Ross,
Cheers.
cheers.
Why you sweating, son?
I'm gonna give him a little shout out.
Yeah, dig
All
on
right.
that.
Yeah, let me
the
get
man
out
behind
to
the
it.
boards. The man who put the numbers on the board.
Right.
Yo, Kuti.
I get my story off.
Yeah.
All right, so we staying at Web shit, right? So somehow it was like me, Web, Conrad. We at Web crib.
Speaking to the mic. Stay in the mic.
So we at Web crib. So me and Ross, we gonna go to the liquor store. Now where you stayed at, we had to cross the town line to go to DC because like a Sunday or something. Like the liquor store was open or some shit. So we go to DC, we get to this liquor store. Me and Ross get out the car, we go in the liquor store.
Stay on the mic.
Me and Ross, we get out the car, we go in the liquor store, and I left my wallet in the car. I go to my car to get my wallet, and the car next to my car, alarm go off. I get my wallet, I look at the car, the alarm go off. I turn around, Ross right there. He like, you good? I said, it's not even my car, bro. Like, you gotta relax, man. Like, chill out, it's not even. But yo, he was so like in tune with who he cared about. He was so in tune with DC, his hometown. And I'm listen, man. There's so many things we could say about this man. But who we got more? Listen, man. R.I.P. to my good brother. Like this is gonna be rough. We're gonna get through it. But we need to start having these conversations and talking and getting it out so we can grieve through this process. Because it's painful. It's heartbreaking. So who next?
Yeah. This your man, DJ Detox, Spring 98, Epsilon Sigma, Bowie State.
Easy rock.
Easy
bro.
rock.
You better believe it.
So, shout outs to Ross's family. My prayers to his kids, and everybody else who loved him. My conversation with Ross were pretty deep, man. We talked about being a father. He has about, like, 3 or 4 kids? 5. Okay. had it on. So
5 and
we
7.
talked about
Between
being a
5 and 7.
father, dealing with our kids' mothers, and trying to figure out a solution to work together. And he gave me some words of wisdom, man. And he's like, he said, you might not get to see your kids all the time, but your kids are resilient. They're going to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you never left.
Yeah.
And
So
just stay focused on your goal as being a good father, and everything else will work for you. So, I salute that brother. And also too, man, he's one of the dudes you want to have around with some shit about to pop off. If you need a nigga that's gonna ride and fight with you, they're gonna knuckle up a little bit, you call Ross. Cause he be like, yo, where the Bama's at?
We all right.
Where the Bama's
If
at?
Ross and we all right. We gonna
You know.
finish this thing off.
Cause I would catch this nigga out on 9th Street, drunk as a motherfucker. Like, yo, you good? He's
You
like,
ready to
yo,
ride?
you good? I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm good. No. He said, nah, nigga, look at my eyes.
You good,
And
yeah.
look at me and tell me that you good. And I was like, yo, I'm good, man. Look, be safe. Get home safe. I love you, bro. So, for your man Dion, DJ Detox, rest in peace, good brother. See you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Chapter Invisible.
You're
Better believe it.
who next?
Oh, hold up.
Who else we got?
Hold up.
Shout out to Kuti from Houston.
Oh, man, listen. Hold up.
Shout out to Kuti. Loud music in this motherfucker. Loud music in this motherfucker, man.
I need my niggas behind me. I need my niggas with me. I need the love. I need the support.
Yeah. Mar, I thought Mar was coming. Mar?
Yeah,
He on the way. We gonna get into it.
Let's go.
Yo, man.
I'm talking about
Yo, shout out to everybody that knew Ross, because everybody knew the same Ross. He's very consistent, man. That's all.
that's that. I'm gonna do some real nigga talk. I'm gonna do some straight talk.
Let's go. That's what we're here for, no? Is that not what the podcast is for?
I'm not talking about my line brother.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my brother. The love of my life.
Yeah.
Somebody I have spent so much time with. I've invested love and time into him, and he's returned it triple times.
Factory.
Everybody I brought around him, he showed love to.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So that's who I'm here to talk about.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna tell y'all some shit about me and Ross. You go through some shit in your life that's gonna be challenging. You meet some people that you ain't know you was gonna meet who gonna be with you for the rest of your life. I got 4 people with me right now. 5, including my brother that's producing right now, Detox, who I've known literally since I went over the Sands. They gonna be with you for the rest of your life. But me and Ross, that's the first experience I've ever had in my life. When a motherfucker who I knew didn't give a fuck if I had money or if I was broke. If I had a 5-bedroom house or if I was on the street. If my relationship with my wife was great or if we was getting divorced. If I was working and was grinding or if I was unemployed. The definition of unconditional love
Yeah.
is William Darius Ross.
Yeah.
That's my brother who
Yeah.
I'm here to talk about.
Factory.
That's a wild nigga. That's a crazy nigga.
He from here.
He from here.
The prince of here.
Man.
I done been in fights with this nigga. Rumbles. I pledge with this motherfucker. I've assisted people pledging with this motherfucker. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I don't know if they let y'all do that no more.
For the record, if you know, you know.
I done traveled the road with him. I done traveled the country with him. And everywhere you go, he's the same.
Nigga, man. Bars.
There's never gonna be another William
Ever.
Darius Ross.
Ever.
But something that's gonna be a testament to him. That black man was family oriented. You talk about someone who loved his mother?
Loved his family, loved his kids. Yeah.
Talk about someone who loved his mother like you never seen. Somebody who loved his children.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everything he did was on the strength of his children.
That's a fact. Yeah. Every day.
I done picked him up and dropped him off. Picked him back up and dropped him off at the next job. I've done it, seen it, witnessed it. You better believe it. Seen him walk.
I seen that.
Cause he know whatever dollar he make is a dollar needed for his child.
Fact. Heavy.
Talking about somebody who's dedicated to these letters that we have. Down for it.
Talk about it.
I think
Never
motherfuckers
wavered
might
one time.
have what a good brother is fucked up. Because they think a good brother has something to do with being financial.
Yeah, go there. I see you
Niggas
going.
might think
I see you going. Yeah, I see where he going with it.
a good brother might have something to do with the fucking scroll.
Yeah.
A good brother might have something to do with what color your blazer is at whatever event you showing up at. No, nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all what a good brother is.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit, man. Get your shit off.
A brotherhood is what we talking about right now. This is my brotherhood with me right now. This is his brotherhood with me right now.
Absolutely.
If any one of us would have called him at any hour, any minute, any second of the day,
Yep.
he'll drop whatever he's doing to make sure that we're good, to take care of us. That's brotherhood. A brother who has private conversations with you that never be disclosed to anyone else,
That's a fact.
to check up on you,
Yeah.
to have some real talk, be vulnerable with you so you can be vulnerable with him. He don't want to hear about the good times you having. He purposefully asked me about the bad times he knew I was having. Talked about the struggles, the hurt, the pain, the shit I was going through. I know for a fact he called Kuti and asked him about some rough shit. I know for a fact he called Sheek, asked him about some rough shit. I know for a fact he called Reid, asked him about some rough shit. Mahdi been down here so much. That private conversation was just happening in person. But that's a wild nigga still. This nigga walked up to us. We leaving out the club 2 o'clock in the morning. We call him. He getting off work at Dakota.
brought us a beer. He came outside with the cups of beer.
We
and went back and got us
trash.
some more.
He walked up. He said, "Yo, hold up. I'm coming downstairs right now." He walked up with 2 high power IPAs.
High power.
He handed them
The
off to
percentage
us.
on that shit was out of control. I don't know what it
But he
was.
said, "I'll be right back."
I'll be right back.
He walked back down with 2 more.
And I thought he was clocking out. No, he came back with 2 more.
He said, "Put them in the car." This
I'm
nigga
like,
went
oh,
upstairs, took
shit.
some shots, and said, "Now we can go."
Now we can start the night. It's 2 in the morning.
Word.
What the fuck are we doing?
100%.
I don't even know what happened that night. At this point, this was, God, good nigga, man. Just a good fucking spirit. Yeah, he was holding them shit down. You know, he big as a motherfucker, so he just, there you go.
We didn't got advice. We didn't got hotel rooms.
Selfless. Left work. Y'all good? I'm gonna go back to work now.
We done had drinks.
Factory.
I need another drink for that.
You better believe it. Get into it now.
Oh my God, we gotta do it.
You'd have been in the places that you didn't know was even in places.
Come on
Yeah.
now. Talk to me.
They opened the freezer door
Talk
at
to
the
me.
deli.
Capo Deli, let's
I
go.
said, what's this?
Cootie, where you going?
What? What's behind
How you know this? Who is
I need
these
you
people?
here
Who
with
these
me.
people?
I need support, baby.
Bruh,
Who these people?
Listen.
why is there a club in the freezer? I'm not cultured, I guess.
I'm not good. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything.
It's the end.
Oh, for sure. I guess. Shit.
Y'all gotta understand who I'm talking about.
I thought I was. He said, I got you.
Now I'm gonna talk some real shit.
Let's go, man. Shit. Get your shit
Follow
off.
3. We
Get
some
your shit
close.
off. You're not gonna play
We
around
some
with shit.
close motherfuckers. Like me and my line brothers, we close. We love each other in a way that I've only heard from other brothers admired, and they compare it to what they want their own lines and chapters to feel like.
So y'all them niggas. Okay. You had to say that.
Yep.
That's all you had to
Looking
say.
at my pictures and like, I get it. No, you don't. But
No.
I understand what you're saying.
But I feel your message.
I understand what
Now
you're
we
saying.
So that's what you're saying.
No,
Now
you
we
don't.
talking.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Now we talking. Come on, baby.
Let's start with that.
Always. What you need? baby?
Fucking
Get it.
ZMU.
Listen.
Shout out to ZMU. Number love. Oh. Appreciate that. Can I get a couple of these?
So follow 3. We close.
That's all
We
I just wanted
super
one.
close. We had to get to know each other a year before we could make our vow to the fraternity.
Really?
I don't know what they used to call that,
Hold
but I
on.
know they don't do it no more.
Let's not speak in terms.
do that
okay?
no more.
Let's not.
Fraternizing. We fraternizing.
Y'all
Let's
said,
be
I said,
politically correct.
because of y'all.
Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity.
It's a non-hazard organization. All we do is teach and
and
discipline.
we just show up, sign your shit. So hold on, a year and a half?
Well, that was.
Ours was a year, but we had to pass it on. When you pass it along, when you pay it forward.
Do everybody
But-
like they did for me?
Allegedly.
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 I pledged. I went over
The statute of limitations. You coming on 20?
November 6th, 2 a.m., 55 minutes, 23 seconds. I went over to Burning
I'm
Sands.
talking dirty.
All right. I had them with me.
I made
A couple seconds down. Just
Let me tell you something.
2 seconds down. That's all it was. Well, you might have been
We different,
by
man.
twos.
We different. We got to know each other in 02. We was stealing from the Dunkin' Donuts up at UD in Newark, Delaware at the same time. At 3 a.m., we was all stealing out there at the same time.
Allegedly.
I just borrowed it. Never
Cootie.
back.
Allegedly.
I cannot
borrowed it
confirm
and
or
never
deny.
I cannot confirm or
So I'm talking about love, I'm talking about family shit, family ties, but I've been with him. He spent a lot of time with me in Philadelphia when I was still living there. At one point, my brother never told me he was homeless. He had lost his apartment. He was homeless. He just told me he needed to come up to Philly and come kick it. I said, okay. And he stayed as long as he needed to. I never asked a single question. I found out years later that my brother was riding the train up and down trying to just to have somewhere warm to lay his head. But he came and stayed with me for weeks until he got situated. This is the brother I'm talking about. This is the brother that I'm talking about. When I had COVID, he took me in. When I was down with COVID, when my breathing was bad, and when I was fatigued, and when I had a fucking fever, when I had a headache, when I had body aches, when I was going through that, that's who looked out for me. Wow. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about for my brother right here, David Kuti, for his 40th birthday. Mm-hmm. His beautiful and wonderful wife planned a surprise party we've talked about on a past episode. And several of his line brothers showed up. William Darius Ross made sure everybody who was supposed to be there was going to be there. Yeah. Even though his ass got there on a delayed flight.
He missed his flight, though.
He missed his flight, but he made sure we was going to be there. But when it came to us, when I'm talking to us, when I'm talking about us, I'm not just talking follow 3. I'm not talking Cap Alpha Psi. I'm talking Noops.
Factory.
I'm talking made men.
Made guys.
I'm talking about people you got love for, real love. And I'm going to talk real, like, it's some Qs that got real love for Ross.
Absolutely.
It's some Sigmas that got real love for Ross.
Yeah.
It's some
Factory.
Alphas that got real love for
Factory.
Ross.
Yeah.
It's some non-Greek men and women who got real live love for Ross.
Good person, man. Good
Better
person.
believe
man.
it.
Good man.
And all I'm going to say is, all of us and all of you who may see this, and most of you who may not, we are all gifted to have been in the presence of a real one like him.
Yeah.
So at this point, if you got one, raise one. And this is for William Darius Ross, Popeye, Follow 3, number 1, the Ace Club.
Ace Club.
Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Well said, brother.
That's a wild
Loved him.
nigga.
I loved it.
It's a wild nigga.
Consistent, good dude.
Him. He's nobody's worst.
I felt like y'all whole line was taking y'all shirt off. You know? I've seen pictures over the years, right? At some point, everybody. Y'all took y'all get naked at a wedding or some shit at one time? Am I bringing up old shit?
There was a span of time.
Calanda's wedding.
That was Calanda's wedding?
That's Calanda's wedding.
Oh, that is.
2000.
There was a span of
2011.
time when you would go to the club, it seemed like in DC, like every other weekend. And these guys, not me, because I'm fat. These guys
Sheek Lude's talking crazy.
would take their shirt off at every party.
Every event.
Every party? Every party, Sheek?
Every event.
Yeah, security
Bro.
would be like, come on, y'all.
Niggas out of control.
Then they would put it back on. He would walk away. He would take it back on.
Nigga,
So you
I went to happy hour Ross at Bar Louie on 7th Street, right? I went to happy hour with this nigga. We get trash. He knew the bartender and she's serving everything up. We fucked up, right? This nigga start his usual Ross shit. They kick him out. I start my B-Web with Ross shit. I get invited out as well. The police outside say, you're banned for 5 years.
5? How'd he come up with that number?
like he brought it through the court system.
He did. He knew the
He said
He knew the
five,
sentence.
You got a
5.
5-year
What you
ban.
did? 5 guaranteed.
I
Fuck
talked to that
That's
nigga the
5,
next day. I said,
motherfucker.
you know we got banned for 5 years.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
You don't remember?
2 weeks later, I went back up in there. I called this nigga when I left. I said, yo, I was back up in that bitch 2 weeks later. He said, yeah, I was in there last week.
Y'all don't care about nothing.
And that's real life,
You don't care
nigga.
about a fucking thing.
Listen, man.
That's him.
I'm glad y'all was here to share this. We needed to talk, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shed a lot of tears. I've already shed a lot, but I'm gonna shed a lot more.
Yeah.
But
It's gonna be rough.
that nigga, I tell y'all straight up, I saw him in the hospital Saturday. He passed away Sunday. The last words he said to me was, I love you.
Come on, man. We can't.
Talk about consistent brother, man. He said the same thing to me too, man. And the thing is, I talked to him the day you was there, and he said, "Don't worry, LB, I'm gonna be all right." The next call I got was from my line brother Jo, and it's the worst news I ever could get. But you know, at the end of the day, I know that Ross will want us to be up and to be strong, as we say. But it's okay to not be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we grown men. Like I say, I'm 40. You know, but guess what? I've had bad days. I've had a bad week.
Yeah.
Ever since I've heard this, but being around love is important, and I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all.
We gotta keep the real very real.
Yeah.
And we gotta respect it.
Yes.
We gotta make sure it stays current because
Yep.
a lot of fake and fraud shit out here. And this is real.
That's real shit, man.
This is real. This is real love. My line brothers is real love.
Authentic, man.
My brother over here, who I love like you never understand, Sheek. I love Sheek.
Sheek loose.
This is real love. His line
Consistent.
brothers love Ross like we love Ross.
Yeah, man. Because it was made properly, man. 100%.
His brothers from Spring 04 who love Ross. Fall 05 love Ross. 06, 07.
The whole chapter. The whole chapter of Ross.
They listen.
Is that fair to say?
It's
Not one person I ever met said they ain't love.
Yeah.
he might have
Except for them bouncers.
Early on,
had them bouncing.
right?
You remember that nigga? You know that?
When you first meet him, you may not have that love, but you know what speaks a lot. We got a brother over there, our old head from Easy Rock. When he said what he said, that shows what real niggas do.
Man.
When real niggas talk,
Fact.
when real niggas touch other niggas,
Yeah.
that's when you know.
Yeah.
That's that. Thank you for being here for 3/5. Appreciate y'all.